Okay, so you know how much I love a clean house, right? Like that fresh, cleaned feeling.
Oh, yeah.
But oh my gosh, I recently learned the hard way that my regular vacuum cleaner, totally not cutting it for deep cleaning,
Yeah.
like trying to get ground in dirt out of my couch cushions. Talk about a losing battle.
Right.
It's like bringing a butter knife to a gunfight, you know?
I feel that.
So that's what inspired today's deep dive. We're talking serious cleaning power, the kind that professionals use.
And let me tell you, cleaning technology, it's come a long way. We're not just talking mops and buckets anymore.
Oh, no, definitely not. I did a little research, and let me tell you, some seriously cool tools are out there.
Yeah,
Which leads me to my first question. Stainless steel carpet cleaning wands, the ones with the jets, those things are intense.
they are.
I always see those, and I've always wondered, like, what's the deal with the number of jets? Like, 4 seems to be the magic number. Is more always better?
That's a great question. You'd think so, right? More jets, more power. But it's a little more nuanced than that. It's really about the pressure and how fast that water's flowing through those jets that makes the real difference.
Ah, okay. So it's not just about blasting the dirt away with a fire hose of water.
Exactly. Although there are times when you need that extra oomph. But we can circle back to that.
Okay, it's good.
What's really got me excited recently are those newer wands. The ones made of plastic or polymer.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
They can be up to 50% lighter than the old stainless steel ones.
Wow, that's a huge difference.
Huge. Imagine cleaning an entire house with half the strain on your back. Game changer.
Oh, tell me about it. My back is feeling that already. Ergonomics, people, it's no joke.
Yeah.
Whether you're a pro or just, tackling spring cleaning once a year, which I may or may not be guilty of.
We've all been there.
But speaking of making cleaning easier, I came across this term while researching for our deep dive, laminar airflow. What in the world is that? It sounds intense.
It does, doesn't it? But it's actually pretty simple. Imagine like a perfectly layered cake.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Everything's smooth and even. Right. That's basically what laminar airflow is, just with water and air instead of frosting and cake.
So it helps distribute the cleaning solution more evenly.
Exactly. And it helps suck up the dirty water faster too, which means things dry quicker.
Which means no more tiptoeing around damp carpets for days. That's always a plus. And hey, while we're talking about things that make life easier, what's the deal with these fancy new, easy-to-clean filters I keep seeing on some of these wands?
Oh, those are a game changer. Seriously, who has time to spend more time cleaning their cleaning tools than actually cleaning?
Right.
Nobody. And easy-to-clean filters and check valves, they make a world of difference. And let me tell you about this material called Delrin that some manufacturers are using now. It's incredible.
Okay, what is it?
They're using it for the Glide material. Makes it such a smooth, almost effortless cleaning experience.
Effortless cleaning. Sign me up. Okay, so we've tackled carpets. But what about furniture? Upholstery can be a whole different beast.
Totally.
Smaller cleaning heads make sense. Gotta get into those nooks and crannies. But then I saw this term, positive ventilation glide. What is that?
Okay, so imagine you're cleaning a stain on your couch, right? And not only can you see the dirt disappearing.
Because of those clear top heads, so cool.
Yes, exactly. But at the same time, there's also like a mini vacuum working beneath the surface, pulling out any hidden dirt and moisture.
Okay, so it's like double duty cleaning action.
Exactly. And that's basically what positive ventilation glide does. It gets more air flowing through the fabric, helps dry things faster, and prevents that musty smell.
Oh, preventing musty smells is a huge win in my book, especially when you've got pets.
It's the worst.
Okay, so carpets, we've covered. Upholstery. Check. Now here's where I confess something slightly embarrassing.
Uh-oh. What is it?
I lived in blissful ignorance of the existence of tile cleaning spinners until I started researching for this deep dive.
Oh, you're missing out.
I know, right? I just figured it was all mops and buckets in the tile cleaning world.
Oh, there's a whole world of tile cleaning out there.
So tell me, what makes these spinners so special? And what's with the low-profile design I keep hearing about?
Okay, so picture this. A mini power washer for your hard surfaces. That's a spinner. They use high pressure to blast away grime, the kind that mops just dream about conquering.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
And that low-profile design. Pure genius. It lets you get under cabinets and appliances, those spots where your average mop just can't reach.
Oh, that's a game changer. I'm not exactly, what do they call it? Vertically gifted.
Right.
Reaching those awkward spots is always a struggle. Okay, so we've got wands for carpets, special tools for upholstery, And now spinners for blasting grime off tile. This is awesome. But you know me, I like to get into the nitty-gritty.
I know you do.
And while I was reading, I was surprised how specific some of the sources got about the types of jets used on these cleaning tools. I mean, I had no idea there was so much variety beyond, water comes out.
There's a lot that goes into it.
So what's the deal with stainless steel jets? Is that just a fancy upgrade, or does it really make a difference in cleaning?
No, it makes a difference. So stainless steel jets, they're kind of the gold standard. Unlike brass jets that wear down over time, stainless steel holds its shape
So they last longer.
way longer.
Yeah.
And because they hold their shape, you get a consistent spray pattern, which means a more even clean every time.
Makes sense. So it's not just about the material, it's about how that material impacts the actual cleaning power over time.
You got it. Now, about the jet size itself.
Yeah. Does that make a difference?
Absolutely. It's all about something called flow rate.
Mhm.
Basically, how much water is coming out of that jet every minute.
Okay, so like bigger jet, more water.
Sometimes, but it can also depend on the pressure. For example, let's say you've got a O4 jet. At 100 psi, you're looking at a flow rate of about 0.63 gallons per minute.
Okay, so that's like a gentle rinse.
Exactly. Perfect for a quick refresh. But crank that pressure up to 300 psi with that same jet, and boom, you're at 1.1 gallons per minute.
Wow. Okay, so if you're dealing with like a really deeply embedded stain, that higher flow rate at 300 psi is the way to go. But
Yeah.
for regular cleaning, that lower setting would save water and prevent over-soaking.
Exactly. It's all about choosing the right tool and setting for the job. You wouldn't use a blowtorch to make soup, would you?
Definitely not, unless I was going for well, never mind.
Some things are best left untried, but yeah, you need the right approach for each cleaning challenge. Which, speaking of, I know we've thrown a lot of info at you today.
It's a lot. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed just thinking about choosing the right tool with all these options. Wands, spinners, upholstery tools, oh my. So for someone listening who's maybe feeling a little lost, what are some key things to consider?
Don't worry, it's not as overwhelming as it seems. It boils down to three main things. First, think about the surface you're cleaning.
Okay, so carpets, upholstery, tile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Each one needs a different approach. Then there's cleaning power. Truck-mounted systems. Those are the big guns. Powerful, but not exactly something you'd use for a quick cleanup.
Yeah, not exactly portable.
Exactly. For most folks, a portable extractor hits that sweet spot. Plenty of power, and you can move it around easily.
Makes sense. And then there's the whole ergonomics thing we were talking about earlier.
So important. You want a tool that's comfortable to use, especially if you're tackling a big cleaning job. Nobody wants to end up sore and hunched over because their cleaning tools are fighting against them.
Preach. And on that note, those lightweight polymer wands we talked about earlier, they're sounding better and better.
Right. They get the job done without, requiring you to hit the gym beforehand.
Love it. Okay. So we've got the surface for cleaning, we've got cleaning power, we've got ergonomics. Anything else people should keep in mind when choosing their cleaning tool arsenal? Any pro tips for matching the tool to the mess, so to speak?
Definitely. Think about the cleaning challenges you face most often. Battling pet hair.
Oh, tell me about it. My dog sheds like it's a competitive sport.
Look for a wand with really strong suction and a brush specifically designed for pet fur. Trust me, it makes a difference.
Okay, noted. What about tile? I've got some grout lines that have seen better days.
Tile and grout. Oh, you need a spinner in your life. And look for one with adjustable pressure settings. You can really blast away those stubborn stains.
It's like a mini power washer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you remember those replaceable skirt brushes we talked about earlier?
Yeah, those seem super practical.
They are. It's those little details that can save you money and hassle in the long run. And since we're on the topic of being smart about our cleaning,
Oh.
it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of new tools and tech. But we've got to talk about sustainability.
You're absolutely right. Shiny new tools are fun, but not at the expense of the planet.
Exactly. We've got to be conscious about the products we use, how much water we're using.
Yeah.
Even small changes can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Okay, so to sum it all up, it's not just about blasting everything with the most powerful cleaner and calling it a day. It's about being mindful, being efficient, and being responsible.
Nailed it. It's about finding that balance between a sparkling clean house and a happy, healthy planet.
I love that. And speaking of finding balance, I think it's time for us to take a little break, regroup, and come back for the final stretch of this cleaning extravaganza. All right, so where were we?
Ah, yes. Yes,
That's
sustainability.
super important. We've talked about leveling up our cleaning tool game, but we can't forget about the cleaning solutions themselves.
Right, because using a super eco-friendly cleaning tool with a harsh chemical cleaner kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah, exactly. The good news is there are some amazing eco-friendly cleaning products out there these days. Oh yeah, for sure. Some of them work even better than the traditional stuff, in my opinion.
Right. And sometimes a little elbow grease goes a long way, too.
You know what they say? Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Sometimes a little extra scrubbing can save you from having to use gallons and gallons of water.
So true. Okay, wow, this deep dive has been amazing. I have to say, I've learned so much. Who knew cleaning could be so fascinating? I started out battling dust bunnies with my trusty old vacuum cleaner, and now I'm like, bring on the laminar airflow, the positive ventilation glide, the high pressure
It's
spinners.
a whole new world.
It really is. But you know what's even better than learning all this cool stuff?
With that,
Sharing it. So, to all our listeners out there, we want to hear from you. What are your biggest cleaning challenges? What are your go-to cleaning hacks? Have you discovered any amazing eco-friendly cleaning products? Let us know.
hit us up on social media. We might even feature some of your cleaning triumphs and tribulations in a future episode.
Until then, happy cleaning, everyone.